This is a video review of Powermaster Optimus Prime with Apex Bomber back there. This is the Toys R Us commemorative exclusive version, so it actually does come with Apex Bomber, and this is a US release. Because it's also the commemorative version, it also has the, well, I'll show you here, it has the fists that actually come up and down, whereas on the first US release of this figure, I think that the fists were just molded straight out. So on the front of the trailer back here was just up and down. As you can see, it's a very long convoy, ha 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 ha, and it's actually quite nice. And it, in this vehicle mode, you can just pull it all along. It's not the most sturdy thing in the world because Apex Bomber back there kind of likes to just fall completely apart randomly. But anyway, on to the actual toys themselves. Here we have HiQ, who's just this little Powermaster dude. And there's nothing too special about him. For what he is, he's kind of nice. For posability, the arms go up and down like that, and then the legs go to the side like that, and that's about it. Now, what we want to do to transform this guy is we just want to bring his legs up to the side like this, and that will turn him into a little engine block. And you'll see what this is about when we transform that. So I'll put this off to the side. And when you get the cab off, there's just a little peg right there that goes into a hole right there. And this is the cab section, and honestly, it's a really nice little cab. It's a little bit sparse in the back, but for the most part, it's very well detailed, especially in the front and stuff. And it's nice and heavy, because like this entire front section is die-cast, so because it's so heavy for its size, it rolls super duper well, and I really like it. Now, to transform this guy, what you want to do is you want to take HiQ, you want to put him into the chest section right here. Well, not the chest section, but into this section here, and you'll form an engine block. And what that does is it unlocks this leg section right here. Now, if you don't have HiQ in, it's locked into place, and I don't know if it will break if you try and force it. I'm not going to try it. But if you don't, for whatever reason, have HiQ, then you just press this in right here, and then it'll come down. So I'll put HiQ in, and we'll continue with the transformation. So that will happen a lot, too. It is very annoying. And if it happens too much in this video, I'll just leave him out. Then you'll bring the arms to the side like this, bring this down, fold the arms down, and then you'll fold up the head here. And the last thing you do is you'll fold the feet down. And this is Optimus Prime in his just normal robot mode, like you would kind of see in the first 3 seasons of G1. Now, it is kind of a weird toy because it uses a faux chest in a way that makes it a bit more show accurate, because he has some of the more lean details, like the curves to the side right here. But honestly, I don't think it looks that great. Like, if they had used this as the chest, I think it ultimately would have looked a lot better, just because I think the presence of this is a bit better. It doesn't look so cartoony. I think it looks better. But there is a reason why they did it this way, and that's because this ends up being the chest of the Powermaster Optimus Prime, and he ends up just folding up over himself to form a block that drops in. So there's a reason for him to be like this, and the reason way outscales the badness of this robot mode. So this robot mode isn't that bad anyway, but if you're disappointed in it, well, you don't buy this guy for this mode. Now, I'll put him off to the side, because this guy has a base mode that this can interact with. So I'll put him off to the side. And the way that you detach Apex Bomber from the main trailer is there is a T section right here, and it's very difficult to get it into here, and it's kind of annoying to get it out sometimes. Like, sometimes it's just impossible to do because it gets jammed. It was easy this time, but that's more because of luck than because of the design of the piece. So anyway, I'll put Apex Bomber off to the side, and here's the trailer. And for the most part, the trailer's kind of okay. I like that you can store the guns on it, but when you have the guns on it, it doesn't look like a trailer at all. It looks like a random thing following Optimus Prime around. But anyway, it's for the most part a pretty decent trailer, and you can actually open up these sections back here, which is where the Powermaster Prime head sits. So I'll put that off to the side for now. And one thing you can do with this is you can turn it into a base mode. So I'll take all these weapons off. And to do this, you'll bring this up here, you'll pull these panels in, just for now, they'll fold back out later. And then what you do is you take the legs and you split them all the way apart like this. And it kind of feels like it doesn't go one step further, but it does. You'll bring these forward, you'll fold these down like this. You'll fold this down like this. And then you'll turn this around, bring these up as kind of towers or whatever. And then you can put these wherever you want, like to the side here, or to the side here, or just any peg holes you can find, you can put them there. And then you have this thing here, which was the plug for the trailer. And this can be like a gun that Optimus Prime can sit behind and be like, "I'm a-shooting you! Beer, 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 pew!" And that's about it for this mode. Optimus Prime also can hold his little gun here, but he cannot really bring it too far forward. I guess he can hold these guns too. Yeah, he holds these ones a bit better. Well, actually, no, he doesn't, because now they bump into the hinge. Yeah, this guy can't really do much by himself. Anyway, to get this thing ready for combination, what we'll do is we'll just start folding stuff back up. There we go. Folding stuff back up, folding stuff back up. This is the Powermaster Optimus Prime transformation song. You bring the legs down, and then you'll bring the arms down like this. You'll take the hands, you'll push them out like that. And you can split these apart if you want to give them a wider stance. And this is basically the body for now. So I'll put this off to the side because now we need to do something with the Optimus Prime body over here. What we need to do to this is basically return it to the vehicle mode. So fold these up, fold these up, fold these up, fold this down, and then we'll take these, rotate them back, and the one difference is we'll fold this up here, and then we'll take the Powermaster head here, and we'll drop it on like that. And then we'll take this, and then we'll just drop it in. And this is Powermaster Optimus Prime in his robot mode, and it does look kind of weird. He's kind of dipping a little bit, and that's because of the, he doesn't have quite a flat instep. Anyway, he does look kind of weird. He's not the best looking figure of all time. And honestly, if it were just him by himself, I would consider this a little bit on the boring side, because basically for the trailer, you just bring the arms down and then folding up 2 panels. And then that's his robot mode. So it's a neat playset and a play idea, and I get why kids would really like this back when this came out. But for a collector, I think to make this really worthwhile, you need to have Apex Bomber. Because with Apex Bomber, this kind of simple toy turns into something that is actually really cool. So for this guy, you can put these like on his sides here. And then give him his guns. And then this is Powermaster Optimus Prime, basically done by himself. And now we'll go take a look at Apex Bomber. So put this back here. And this is Apex Bomber, and he is supposed to be a... I don't know. I really don't know. It's just weird looking. And anyway, to transform this guy, he is a parts form. You just pop everything off. Everything off. And you'll start with this piece. This is the chest section. You'll take this, and then you'll take these guys here. These guys are the feet, and it goes to the blue sides are out. So the wheels are in. Like this. And then what you'll do is you'll take this and you'll plug it onto his back, kinda. And basically the wheel sections here just sit where these grooves are here. And then you'll take this thing right here, put it onto his arm, or onto his back here. And this is a firing missile, by the way. This thing will try to come off. Like, just Apex Bomber by himself is not a good toy at all. You'll take these arms, you will combine them with these little winglets here, and then you'll put them onto the side like this as arms. And Apex Bomber, as you can see, is just not shaping up to be a great toy, because he really isn't. He's an extra thing you can do with all the parts that are used for the Powermaster Optimus Prime, Apex Bomber, whatever it's called. I think it's called a Super God Jinrai or something like that in Japanese. I really don't know. But anyway, he's not that great. If you try and do anything with him, he'll start falling apart. It's just an extra little thing you can do. So we'll take him apart again, and then we'll combine him with a Powermaster Prime over there. Alright, so everything's taken apart. Now let's take a look at Optimus Prime. You need to take off his weapons. And then we're going to pop this thing up a little bit, and then we're going to take this chest piece here and plug it into the back of Optimus Prime. Like this. And we'll just leave that hanging for now. Then we'll come down here, we'll come to the feet, and these will combine with the feet like this. Yep. So the way this works is there is a little tab back here that will sit into this groove right here. This tab will sit into that groove. Then this section right here will sit in there. So it's basically hooking behind and then around the side. And those will be as stilts right there. Like, I know that was a little bit hard to see, but in person it's pretty obvious what's going on. And I like to split the legs just because otherwise it just has this one super duper long leg. Like, it is a bit too wide, but it's better than the alternative. You'll take these things, which will be the fists. You'll pop these over. Let's see. You'll plug them into where the, I put the gray guns earlier, like this. And like this. You will take these little wings here, you'll pop them into the back like this. You'll take this, and you'll pop this over the chest. And the way that hooks in is that there's some little grooves on the side here. There's some little grooves in here. And then there's this little thing that'll hook under the bottom of the Optimus Prime cab. So it will kind of guide itself into place, and then just very, very, very lightly tab in. Then you will take this, and there's a little peg on the side here that will go right here. So we'll have a little cannon next to his head. And this is also another way for it to hook into place, because the other peg here, it won't actually touch the head, but it'll come behind the head. So if this does start falling off, it'll catch. I don't know if that was intended, but it is something it will do. Now I like to take these guns and hook them onto the sides of the legs right here and right here. And then you take his guns and just put them into his hands. Like this. And this is Powermaster Prime all the way up. And he really is an interesting and big looking figure. Like, he just looks really awesome. I love the way this guy looks. And he doesn't really have any more posability than Powermaster Optimus Prime had. In fact, I forgot to show that to you. Basically just his legs split. You can move the arms in and out here, and the arms will rotate around 360 on Powermaster Optimus Prime, except those wings are there for this version of Optimus Prime. And that was kind of funny when that gun flipped over. But anyway, this has been a video review for Powermaster Optimus Prime. It's ultimately a very simple figure, but it is a very nice figure. It's an example of G1 engineering being very simple, but being compounded on itself several times to make something that is ultimately a very intricate and fun set, even though some of the stages are a wee bit simple, like just Powermaster Optimus Prime without the Apex bomber parts is a bit simple, and I don't quite recommend that unless you're just really into G1 stuff. But once you have the Apex armor added onto it, it just turns into a really cool figure, and I do like it, and I do recommend it. Anyway, I review Power Rangers, Transformers, Digimon, lots of stuff like that. If any of that sounds interesting, please subscribe, and thank you for watching.